कूलम शुद्धा भक्ता चरणारेनु भजनानुकूला रेनु भजन कूला भक्त सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेम लटी करमूला भगत परम अरे बोल वो स्लो भगत सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेम लटी करमूला परम सिद्धि प्रेम लटी करमूला शुद्ध I think you are not used for the slow. शुद्धा भक्ता चरणारेनु भजनानुकूला शुद्धा भक्त चरणारेनु भजनानुकूला भक्ता सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेम लटी करमूला भक्ता सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेम करमूला माधव तिथि भक्ति जननी जतना पालन कोरी माधव तिथि भक्ति जतना पालन को माधव तिथि भक्ति जननी जतने पालना कोरी भक्ति जननी जतने पाल कोरी कृष्णा बसती बसती बोली परम आदर बोरी कृष्णा बसती बोली परमा कृष्णा बसती बसती बोली परमा आदर बोली परमा आदर बोली घोरा आमार से सब स्थाने कोरोले ब्रह्मना रंगे घोरा आमार कोरलो ब्रह्मणे गोरा आमार से सब स्थाने कोरलो ब्रह्मना रंगे से सबस्थाना हेरे बो आमी प्रणया भक्ता संगे से आमी प्रणयी भक्ति से सबस्थाना हेरे बो आमी प्रणयी भक्ता संगे आमी प्रणयी भक्ता मृदंग वज्जा सुनीते माना अप्सरा सदा जासे मृदंग वज्जा अप्सरा सदा जाते मृदंग वज्जा सुनीते माना अप्सरा सदा जाते नाचे गोरा भीता कीर्तन सुनी आनंद हृदय नाचे गो Here it is wrong mistake. I don't know how it is. It is not bhita, bhita. Bhita means without. Bhita means inside. Ghora bhita kitana suni ananda hridaya nache. Hridaya suni ananda hridaya nache. Jugala murti dekhiya mora parama ananda hoya. Jugala murti parama anand. Jugala murti dekhiya mora parama ananda hoya. Dekhiya mora prasada seva kurita hoya sakala prapancha jaya. Prasada seva sakala prapancha. Prasada seva kurite hoya sakala prapancha jaya. Jedina gruhe bhajana dekhi gruhyate goloka bhaya. Jedina gruhe bhajana Jedina grihe bhajana dekhi golok gruheta loloka bhaya. Jedina grihe goloka charana sidhu dekhiya ganga sukha samima paya. Charana sidhu sukh sasi mapa. Charana sidhu dekhiya ganga sukh sasi mapaya. Sukh sasi mapaya. Tulasi dekhi juraya prana Madhava tosha nijani. Tulasi dekhi jura Madhava tosha. Tulasi dekhi juraya prana Madhava tosha nijani. Madhava tosha Gora priya saka sevan jivana sarthaka mani. Gora priya sevan jivana Gora priya saka sevan jivana sarthaka mani. Ani bhakti vinoda Krishna bhajane anukula payaja. Bhakti vinoda anukula pa. Bhakti vinoda Krishna bhajane anukula payaja. Anukula pa pratidi divase parama sukhe svikara koro yota. Prati divase svikara koro yota. Prati divase parama sukhe svikara koro yota. Arakoro yota Shuddha bhakta charana renu bhajananu kula Shuddha charana renu bhajananu Shuddha bhakta charana renu bhajananu kula Shuddha bhakta Bhakta seva parama siddhi prema lati karamula Parama siddhi prema lati karam Bhakta seva parama siddhi prema lati karamula Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Nitai Gorango Nitai Gorango Nitai Nitai Gorango Nitai Gorango Nitai Nitai Gorango Gorahari Nitai Jaya Satchinandana, Jaya Satchinandana, Nana Jaya Satchinandana Gaurari, Nipatita Pavana Gaurari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Jaya Radha, Radhanata Radha, Radhanata Sri Radhe, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Gora Hari, Jaya Gora Hari, Gora Hari, Jaya Gora Hari, Jaya 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 Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jamamushpat Prahamsa Parivraj Kacharya Stottar Shata Srimad Divan Grace Abhicharnaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swamara Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Gaudiya Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Sriladas Thakur ki jai. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Radha Krishna Gopinath Shama Kundu Radha Kundu Giryardhan ki jai. Sri Sri Radha Radhanath ki jai. Sri Sri Giraj Govardhan ki jai. Sri Sri Gaurahar ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glorious assembled. All glorious assembled. All glorious to Guru and Gauranga, all glorious to Srila Prabhupada. Wonderful song. Huh? Any house where is the Harinam Kirtan, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that is Goloka. Huh? Looks like Goloka. Translation, we read it on the rear side, reverse. The dust of the lotus feet of our pure devotees, enthusiastic devotional service and service to the pure devotees of the highest order are the roots of the creeper of devotion. Next, turn by turn. Five, six, seven, eight, Mataji's. 5678 Mataji. Mataji's. Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. The song will be more nice if you sing very slowly. But here you are not used for slow singing. Bengalis sing very slowly. On Ekadash day, if you go to Namatas in Bengal villages, they sing this song only. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chachunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadhamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Cha Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachacya Desatharine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Today we will discuss Transcendental Diary. This is written by Harisori Prabhu. Prabhupada disciple, he had Jai Sri Sri Radha Radhanath ki Jai, Sri Raj Govardhan ki Jai, Sri Gaurahari ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Among all those who served Prabhupada personally servants, among them, Harisori Prabhu is the most fortunate. He said himself that he served for more period than any other disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He was blessed to serve Prabhupada for many years. That's why now his health is not good, Parkinson, but recovering. Previously, festival time, he used to take Prabhupada Bhagavad. 1 week he used to take in Mayapur. Because he was personally interacting with Prabhupada, so he knows personally. Otherwise, there are 26 volumes published, Prabhupada's room conversations. But only they published once. After that, they did not print again. Could be some, I don't know. Like Prabhupada's Shichamrita, they published one first lot. After that, they never did. Prabhupada's Shichamrita is nothing but personal letters. I hope you know. Srila Prabhupada wrote more than 8,165, if I am not wrong, letters to the disciples. So all those they compiled, and depending upon the subject-wise, management, deity worship, all this, they made a book like a Prabhupada Shichamrita. You might have seen green color book, 3 parts used to come. Then after that, they stopped it. I heard that some Prabhupada will object because the personal letter, how can you publish? Anyway, but very instructive. Wherever you get the Prabhupada Shichamrita, you should read it. Then Prabhupada, how he advises in the management, deity worship, book distribution, everything Prabhupada mentioned in that. So this is also Transcendental Diary, written by Harisori Prabhu, who was personal servant for Srila Prabhupada many. After Harisori Prabhu left, Shrutakirti Prabhu became, I think he came here a couple of years before. he became personal servant of Srila Prabhupada. So, the 5th May 1976. 76, Prabhupada's health was not so good already. But still Prabhupada was traveling. His disciples said, Prabhupada, you should not travel, but he was not listening. Even 77 was not well. He wanted to go to London. All the devotees told him, Prabhupada, your health is not good. But he insisted he wanted to go. But immediately after, not 1 month or less than 1 month, he returned back to Vrindavan. Prabhupada is fit enough to resume his morning walks with the devotees. Prabhupada's one regular activity Prabhupada kept morning walk and massage. Prabhupada many places he says also that morning walk and regular massage increasing my health, lifespan. So morning walk is very Prabhupada. Most of the Prabhupada disciples can see. They all go for morning walk. If you go to Mayapur, you can see. Devotees took him to Ala Moana Beach Park in Honolulu. He walked in the east space around the Magic Island, a man-made promontory at the seafront, which has been manicured into an expensive parkway. It gives an expansive view of open sea across the bay to the mountains. It's a visit to Honolulu this past times. After walking, return to the Panchatattva temple, Honolulu, even today also, there are the Panchatattva deities. They did the Guru Puja, then Bhagavatam class. Normally, Bhagavatam class is secretary used to recite the Sanskrit. Then after that, Srila Prabhupada used to give lecture. But this day, the secretary didn't repeat Sanskrit. So he just went to the English translation. So, Pushta Krishna Prabhu, he was supposed to write on the board, but he also didn't write it. But Srila Prabhupada himself repeated the Sanskrit verse. It means it's important to repeat the Sanskrit. Yes, we read the translation, we get the verse. The verse, Sanskrit verse, it is spoken by the Supreme Lord Krishna. Vyasa Maharshi, what is the name of Vyasa Maharshi? What is the name? We all say Vyasa, Vyasa. Krishna Dvaipayana. His name originally Krishna Dvaipayana. The Krishna because it's like Krishna's color, black color. Dvaipayana, his birth took place in the small island between the Ganga and Yamuna. When he was traveling with Satyavati was traveling with Parashar Maharshi, and she gave the birth to Vyasa Maharshi on the small island between. But you might have seen when the rivers go in between, small piece of land come up. So that is called Dvaipayana. So because it appeared on the small island between this, both the rivers, so given Dvaipayana because he was dark blue, his name was Krishna. So name was Krishna Dvaipayana, but because Vyasa means expansion. What we call it? Vyasa Asana, is it? Because the one who is sitting here, they expand what is purport written so that everyone can understand it. So there was one Veda only before Vyasa Maharshi, but in Kali Yuga, our intelligence is not so strong enough to understand Veda so easily, so he divided subject-wise. 4 Vedas, he made it 1 to 4 Vedas. Then in order to understand how to apply the principles of Vedas in our life, so he wrote the Puranas. Puranas are extension to the Vedas. What is the principles enunciated in the Vedas. Vedas are just philosophy, no stories at all, completely philosophy. And that philosophy, how one can apply in their life, day-to-day life, that is given in by examples, through the examples in Puranas. Many Puranas. Ati Purana, Upa Purana, Mahapurana, Puran, four type of varieties. Bhagavad Puran, Bhagavatma comes in the category of the Mahapuran. And there are some Upapuranas also. The 18 Mahapuranas are there, 18 Upapuranas, like Kashyap Purana. It is Upapurana. Okay. Why? Because it is Upapurana, it doesn't complete the category, it doesn't describe all the 10 subject matters which are required to be qualified as a Mahapurana. Last time I said it, last week, if you remember. Second canto, 10th verse, first verse, Sukadeva Goswami gives a clarity. What are the subject matters a Mahapurana must discuss? That is, Atra Sarga Visargascha Sanam Poshana Utaya Manvantari Shanugatha Nirodho Mukti Asraya. Any scripture which describes these 10 subject matters, Sarga, primary creation, done by Mahavishnu. Visarga, secondary creation, done by Brahma. Sthanam, planetary systems. Ocean, how Lord Krishna maintaining. Utaya, creative impetus. Then, Manvantara, one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus, kings. Okay. And during the pastimes of Manu, Lord will give incarnation, appear as incarnation, which we call Manvantara incarnation. So what are the Lord's incarnation? What are the pastimes of the Manu? Ishan Katha, stories of Lord's Supreme Lord Krishna. Nirodho, total devastation, 4 types of devastations are there. How the universe is devastated, annihilated at the end of its lifespan. Mukti, liberation. 9th canto. Then finally, Asraya. So, to get the liberation from the material existence, whom we should take shelter? That 10th canto gives. 10th canto gives what is the God, what is the God, omnipotent, how omnipotent are there. So, to understand God and His powers, then we should read 10th canto. So, we have to get the liberation, whom we should take ashraya in, to take shelter. So, different Puranas, all these Puranas, the 10 subject matters, some Puranas, they do not describe subject matters. They come under category of Upa Purana or Ati Purana, different categories. So, Srila Prabhupada, because the Sanskrit verse in the Bhagavatam are words of the Supreme Lord, they are Vedas, potent. And real benefit we get when we repeat those words spoken by the Supreme Lord. That's why Srila Prabhupada also took all the efforts to write it in a diacritics, Sanskrit, so that everyone can read it. So Prabhupada repeated word by word. But he does not want to give the repeat by word, but when Prabhupada started word meaning, all the devotees started repeating. So he continued it. Because Srila Prabhupada's health was not good so much, just took class for the 12 minutes only, reflecting his ongoing physical indisposition. But it was still potent and instructive. He compared sandalwood to the value of human form of life. Sandalwood also wood, like anything. But we give speciality to the sandalwood. Because uniqueness. You cannot get the sandalwood just like any forest. In the whole world you get only 2-3 places sandalwood, not every place. In the same way, among the whole creation, living entities are trillions are there. But among those trillions of living entities, human beings are very few. Among those human beings on this earth planet are very, very minority, very, very few. The human being on the earth planet is meant for the liberation. Human being on any other planet other than earth planet, they are not meant for liberation. They are meant for enjoying the result of activity we do in this human body. That's why Srila Prabhupada stressed on that. Giving example of the sandalwood special. The same way, this human body, he said that we simply commit suicide if we do not attempt to follow the Vedic civilization. Vedic civilization means following the Varnasrama Dharma. Following Varnasrama Dharma means devotional service. Human form of the life meant for Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. One should perform the Dharma work, economic development, Artha. You get the money, then maintain the family. Prabhupada says 50% must be utilized to maintain family. 50% of income must be utilized for the fourth object of life, moksha, liberation. That is devotional service. Prabhupada says, simply commit suicide if you do not attempt to follow Vedic civilization. Burjana Prabhu and his wife Jagat Tharani both were there in Honolulu. They used to be in Australia, then they are now. Both were traveling with Prabhupada. From Australia they came. They were not happy to be with the devotees. For the couple of years they are not happy, moving away. Having preferred they wanted to be in association with the Siddha Swarupananda Swami from Gaudiya Sampradaya. They want, wife and husband Burjana Prabhu, his wife Jagat Tarani, both wanted to be more in association with Swarupananda Maharaj than ISKCON. So Prabhupada wanted to clarify why. But though they like to be in association with Swarupananda, Gaudiya Sampradaya, but they are loyal to Prabhupada. So Prabhupada wanted to clarify why it is. Okay? Now they are on the way to Laguna Beach. Has been offered the post of temple. Laguna Beach in the CA, California. So there he was supposed to take the presidency of the temple. They are on the way. But in Fiji, Prabhupada talked with them about the attachment to the Siddha Swarupa and his position in relation to ISKCON. Now, Siddha Swarupa is here. They are still somewhat confused about Srila Prabhupada's real opinion of him. So today, the two of them sought a definitive statement. Both Jagatara and Burjana Prabhu wanted clarity. When Jagatara arrived, Prabhupada, his directive was very clear. He wanted to them within ISKCON. They were trying to move away. Prabhupada wanted both. Very good devotees. Prabhupada liked them. That's why I said he wanted to be with them, ISKCON, not with the Siddha Swarupa. However, due to her emotional attachment to Siddha Swarupa, it was very difficult for her to be away. When Prabhupada said, you must not go there, she began to cry. Prabhupada asked her what she found so appealing with Siddha Swarupa. She replied that Siddha Swarupa's instructions becomes more clear and his leadership is more better, inspiring. While they are talking, Burjan Prabhu also arrived. Then Prabhupada asked Burjan Prabhu also, why you are inclined to follow Siddha Swarupa? And you and your wife both inclined, what is the reason? What is the specialty that you get attracted to them? And your wife says that instructions of Siddha Swarupa are more clear than, what is the clear and unclear? what is ambiguity? You got it. Burjana Prabhu says that, he says that followers, Siddha Swarupa's followers had more introspection about humility. Prabhupada, however, countered. Humility means what? To disobey the orders of spiritual master? Humble. But if you do not follow your spiritual master's instruction, if you follow others, then where is the humbleness? So it is very important for us to learn. Whether spiritual master instruction looks nice or not, we have to follow. Guru means you have to chastise. Guru, we should not take Guru as a friend, no. Gukara andhakarasya rakarat nirodhaka andhakarat prakashasya Guru atyavidiyate. The one who takes from the ignorance to the mode of goodness, illumination, is the Guru. When your child doesn't want to go to school in the beginning, do you leave him? Okay, don't go, sleep at home. You chastise, is it? By force you send him. Child doesn't like to go, but when he grows up, he likes it, is it? In the same way, Guru's duty is to chastise. That is for the betterment of the disciple. If the Guru doesn't chastise, only gives nice, very good, you are spoiling the disciple. Like parents never should glorify the children. Nowadays we say, my son, can you please do it? No, please, nonsense. Parents have to order son, do it. There is no please. If you say the please, you are spoiling the child's future. Then the same way Guru has to instruct strictly. That's why Srila Prabhupada says that disobeying the Guru's instruction is humbleness. Burjana said he felt more emphasis, Siddha Swarup group gives more emphasis on chanting. Problem was that their ISKCON devotees were collecting more money, which he didn't like it. But when Prabhupada asked if anyone was telling them not to chant, he said, no. There were some back and forth, but Burjan didn't seem able to offer the real difference between both the groups. Finally, Burjan Prabhupada said no difference, because still Prabhupada understood that Burjan is not coming out, still something is hiding. What caused him disappointment in the ISKCON. So Srila Prabhupada continued to ask, then why do you say we find these instructions more clear? A gentle probing opened up Burjana's heart, who finally bared to real source of his misgiving. Burjana Prabhu said, for myself, I know I was off track. I know that in my heart I built up an enmity towards your disciples, thinking by the distributing books they were making people angry at Krishna. The Prabhupada said, this is the real point. The real point, Prabhupada rejoiced, obviously glad to get the essence of the matter. Burjana Prabhu told Prabhupada about experience in Hong Kong when some Indian life members actually yelled at him, telling him that devotees' attempts in Australia to distribute books on the street were making people angry at Krishna. Krishna confirmed that Siddha Swarupa's main objection was this, that because of ISKCON's strong emphasis on preaching and book distribution, the mass of people have a bad impression of Krishna. Burjana thought it was not so much the selling of books, but the collection of funds. Burjana thought that not the selling the books making Krishna bad, but it is collection of funds. But ISKCON always asking for the money, people get the wrong impression. ISKCON was mainly a money-making organization. That sometimes the devotees don't sell books, they just collect funds. Burjana said. Krishna pointed out that 500,000 books were being distributed each year. Prabhupada kept this as a focus. Money collecting was a separate issue. His instruction was to distribute the books. And he wanted to know what the defect was. If they sell the books, so that is making Krishna unpopular? He asked Burjana. But one must learn to be a good book salesman. But selling the book, Krishna, does it mean that booksellers are creating unpopular opinion? Does it mean? Gurujan said no. Why you say they are making enemies because they are pushing this? What is wrong there? Actually, I can so far understand that you do not like to sell the books. And Gurujan agreed. Actually, I never did it. He was unable to do the books. Those who are doing book selling, he was feeling little jealous of them. Prabhupada told him it was his own mentality that was faulty. Those who are selling books, you think of them as not very advanced. Burjana Prabhu said that, I think unless they are advanced, they cannot sell the books. Burjana raised the objection that sometimes the devotees were not straightforward in dealing with the public. So much of the collecting was only for money and not for the selling books. Mr. Krishna pointed out that regardless of this, Prabhupada's instructions was to sell the books. Whatever may, but we had to sell the books. But all the devotees want to hear is Prabhupada also says, by hook or crook, Burjana objected. Prabhupada said, by hook or crook, you must sell the books. But Burjana Prabhu didn't like it. Mr. Krishna replied that sometimes in order to insist a person in a book, the devotees may approach them on their own level of interest or simply on a philanthropic level. For that, Srila Prabhupada gave an example how somehow you have to sell the books. They have given an example. And one devotee was doing the book distribution. One Mataji came, said that there's power shortage. But if you read this book, you will come out to how to solve the power shortage. You will know how to solve. And she bought the book, took it and read it. Next day came and there's nothing written about power shortage. Rama said, well, yes, she didn't find anything, but she's benefited. She read the book at least. She got some knowledge. So, idea is that whatever by hook, crook, means whatever you make it, but sell the books. Even if you have to lie, then no problem. We are lying for Krishna. And Prabhupada gives an example. In the Mahabharata war, Krishna told Yudhishthira, there was a situation, you know it. The Dronacharya, when after Bhishma, they were, Dronacharya became commander-in-chief. Bhishma and Dronacharya are such warriors that so long as the board in their hands, even Indra cannot defeat them. Only other than Lord Shiva, nobody can defeat these two persons. They are so powerful. And Pandavas, no way anyone, other than Arjuna, anyone can defeat. But what to do? Unless we defeat it, and he wanted to kill all the Pandavas. He took a vow. Krishna said that so long as he got the bow and arrow in his hand, no one can defeat. So how to make him throw away these vows? Then he made a plan. He told Yudhishthira, said that Dronacharya is very much attached to his son Ashwatthama. If anybody says that Ashwatthama is killed, but Dronacharya won't believe because they know that Bhima, Arjuna, they can tell lies. But Yudhishthira says that Ashwatthama killed, then he will believe because it is known that Yudhishthira never told the lie. In Mahabharata says that Yudhishthira was riding on a chariot wheels never touched the ground. It used to be in the air. He was a man of such truth. So Krishna told him, you must say, Ashwatthama hata, Ashwatthama died. He was killed. I said, Yudhishthira says, how can I say like that? I tell you, it's a lie, it is not proper. It's up to you. If you don't want to be defeated, you have to. If you want to be defeated, just tell the truth. So, Prabhupada giving this example. For to maintain the dharma, sometimes you may have to tell the lies. In this way, to ensure that you are able to sell the books, people read it, you can tell the lies out of, but sell it. You are not cheated, he has benefited her. Somehow or other, he has given a book to her. Someday, she will read and she will benefit. But you people, you think that that's why we should sell like that? Yes, there is some solution of power shortage. Actually there is, but you think he has lied. Prabhupada said. Prabhupada compared it to a father in enacting his, inducing his sick child to take medicine by pretending that he will give him a cake afterwards, even though he had no intention of doing so. Practical happens. Children doesn't take medicine, mother, and do some money. I give that son. So is father wrong or right? Burjan said, no, he is not wrong. He agreed. Prabhupada then spelled out very clearly his own transcendental standard for book distribution. He contrasted it against the apparent moral standard Siddha Swarupa and his group of espoused. If somehow or another one can sell one book to a person, it is good for him. Don't take how he is selling, but he is giving the book to that person. And he is paying something. And that is good. But big moralists, they cannot understand because they are on the mundane platform. He gave this example. Prabhupada said that activity should not be whimsical, but the real point came down to understand what he, as our spiritual master, actually wants. He made it clear that those who are trying to fulfill his desire, Prabhupada's desire, are the one who are pleasing Prabhupada. So, motive should be, disciple motive should be how I can please my Guru Maharaj. Not the how I can please myself or I please somebody. The central point today is bringing that whatever the Guru says, that should be accepted. Then that you will be benefited spiritually, morally, materially also. That's why Prabhupada says that here. Actually, he made it clear those who are trying to fulfill his desire are the one who are pleasing him. He also expressed the real mentality of those who don't. What Krishna desires? If one desires, he is above all the material world. But it should not be manufactured. The thing is that our spiritual master wants to preach Krishna consciousness, and he has repeatedly stressed to book distribution. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur told Prabhupada, preach in the West, and also he wrote a letter that when you have the money, publish the books, distribute them. Prabhupada many times said that these two instructions of mine, Prabhupada took it seriously, my Guru Maharaj. If there is any success, it is because I am following my Guru Maharaj's instruction. It's important that if you want our success in spiritual life, whether we like it or not, we have to follow the Guru's instruction. That is the point. Prabhupada said, I am simply following the instructions of my Guru Maharaj, and that is my success. The thing is that our spiritual master wants to preach Krishna consciousness, and he has repeatedly stressed to distribute books. We shall distribute books by any means. That is good. And if we become moralist, that, oh, they are taking this means, that means for selling of books, so I am big moralist, I am bigger than him, or spiritual master. Prabhupada often says, a thing should be judged by the results. And he now observed that those who are transgressing the moral principles, they are selling more books. And those who are big moralists, they could not. Siddha Swarup mentioned that these men also do, Siddha Swarup men also do some book distribution, but he had to conquer that they have pamphlets. They give free of cost. Prabhupada says, if they get the knowledge free of cost, then why should they purchase the knowledge? Prabhupada's judgment on the matter was very clear and unambiguous. They should follow what their spiritual master says. Book selling, there is no question of moral and immoral. They must sell, just like in fighting. When they fight, soldiers, to gain victory, there is no question of moral and immoral. That is very fact. In the war, there is nothing moral and immoral. Only in the war principle is how to be victorious. So the Prabhupada want to take the book distribution like the war footsteps. Whatever the way you implement, but one should sell the books. We stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrind ki jai.